Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MU stand. Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0. What a disappointment. I mean, I don't know where to begin. I really don't know where to begin. Humiliation for Erik ten Hag's side at the biggest defeat. This is the biggest defeat in 92 years. 92 years. This is just ridiculous. You were talking about quadruple. Quadruple is completely gone now. I mean, completely gone. Just look at that. 7-0. 7-0. How are we supposed to accept this? Where do we start from this? I mean, the first half was good. The first 40 minutes, I thought it was a good performance, to be honest with you. At Anfield, it's a tough stadium to go to. We weathered the storm. We calmed the fans down. You're thinking, okay, Man United can go on and score that first goal and make it really difficult for Liverpool. But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. They got a goal right before halftime, and I think that was a killer blow, in my opinion. That goal that Gakpo scored right before halftime was like a stab, to be honest with you. It was like a stab because after that, in the second half, the team has been absolutely disgraceful. I mean, absolutely disgraceful. I don't know where to start with that. I mean, you're looking at the goal here. This was the first goal that Gakpo scored. Look at the defending. Look at that defending. Wide open on the right-hand side. Look at that space. Look at that space where the pass finds Gakpo. I'm confused why Wan-Bissaka didn't start this game. I mean, we said we needed Wan-Bissaka to play on the right-hand side. We played Dalot in this match, and we paid for it, I think. Dalot is the one who should be covering on that right-hand side, and Dalot was not defending properly there. I don't even know where he's at. He's pressed way up high to the ball, leaving a huge gap, leaving a huge back in that back four. And after that goal, the team just collapsed. After that goal, the team just completely collapsed. I know the likes of Gary Neville are trying to go in on Bruno Fernandes, saying that he's been disgraceful. I think the whole team is disgraceful. The entire team has been disgraceful. It hasn't been just Bruno Fernandes. The entire team has been disgraceful in this performance. I cannot name one player who's actually done okay in this match, including Casemiro. Every single player was just shambolic and disgraceful, to be honest with you. But I mean, where is the spirit? Where is the spirit that we have seen in the past? Against Barcelona, we were down, we came back. Even against Manchester City, the game we lost 6-3. I mean, we did come back in the second half and score a couple of goals, and we've shown spirit and fight. But we didn't see none of that today. The team just completely collapsed. I mean, Erik ten Hag would definitely deal with it, I'm sure. For sure, he's going to have to deal with this. He has dealt with a lot of difficult issues in the past, and I'm sure he's definitely going to deal with this. But the team has to stay together now. We have to stay together. We cannot lose our confidence and composure with just one result. I mean, I know it's 7-0, but we just cannot lose our heads. We need to stay together and believe in Erik ten Hag. I don't want us to get divided because of one result. Did Erik ten Hag make a mistake in this game? Yes, he did. I thought in the second half, we should have took off Weghorst and put Garnacho or Sancho on the right and put Marcus Rashford through the middle. But guess what? Erik ten Hag didn't do that. Erik ten Hag chose to stick with the same starting 11 in the second half. I just did not understand that part because everyone can see it clearly. Weghorst was just useless in that first half. We weathered the storm as we discussed earlier, but he was useless in that first half, and he needed to be taken off. He waited until the 60th minute to take him off. By then, we've conceded 2 or 3 goals. I don't even remember. I lost count. I mean, 7 goals. I don't even remember how many of them went in and what minute. I really don't even remember that. But the fact that Erik ten Hag didn't make a change is a mistake, in my opinion. And I thought if he made that change, probably the game would have changed. the game would probably have changed. Of course, we did get a chance in the first half. Bruno Fernandes had a wide open chance, a wide open header. If we had scored that, guess what? It would have been completely a different game. It would have been completely a different game, but that didn't happen. It just didn't happen. And ever since we conceded that first goal, we just collapsed. We just completely collapsed. Here's what Erik ten Hag has to say after the game. So he came out and said, you cannot lose a game. I mean, he said you could lose a game, but not this way. I completely agree with him. Like, you could lose a game 1-0 or 2-0. That could be a bad day in the office. But conceding seven cannot be acceptable in this team. It cannot be acceptable for this team. We're talking about Manchester United here. He also spoke about the second half as unprofessional, as you can see it here. It cannot happen. We have to talk about it. Like I said, he's going to have to deal with this now. This is not just one player. This is the entire team. You can blame if a goalkeeper makes a mistake, or if one player makes a mistake and costs the team, you can talk about that. But this is not it. This is not it. The entire 11 just collapsed in that second half. He continues to say it was not about one or two players. It was the whole team, which is exactly what I said. It's the whole team. I saw 11 individuals losing their heads, not sticking to the plan. That is unprofessional, and that is not acceptable for Manchester United. Basically, that's what he's saying. And that's exactly what we've been talking about here, because you could lose a game, but you cannot accept players being unprofessional. All of them just head down and just completely gave up. Even when we conceded the fourth goal, why are we still trying to attack and get back into the game when like 10 or 15 minutes left? Just stay compact, get at least a respectable result, and move on. A defeat can happen, but you cannot afford to lose your head like that. You cannot afford to collapse like that. You can concede 1 or 2 or 3, it's fine, but you need to stay together as a team. Stay composed and just make it at least a respectable score. I mean, you concede 4, you're still attacking to get back into the game. I just don't get that. I don't get that. If it's in the first half 4-0, I get it. But in the second half, 10, 15 minutes left to the match, clearly there's no way you could score 4. Why are we still advancing and trying to score? And because of that, Liverpool took advantage. Liverpool did not hesitate. They punished us today. They just went after us one by one. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I just don't. We're just gonna have to accept it. Ten Hag continues to say we have to reset. We've bounced back many times before. We will bounce back again. So that is the attitude I like. But not just saying it, I want to see it. I want to actually see it happen. And I want to see it from the players that they cannot let this result just sink them down. They need to bounce back. And we need to bounce back in the next game, guys. We need to bounce back in the next game. But that is it. This is unacceptable. What a heavy, heavy defeat. And we're just going to have to take the L and move on to the next game. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But that is it, people. Do let me know who was your man of the match in the comment section. And what needs to change? Is it Erik ten Hag's fault? Is it the player's fault? Which player actually messed up in this game? Do let me know in the comment sections. But that is it, people. Thanks for watching. I am out. Peace.